green grid connections, waste management, and much more. So finally, just an invitation to another event that we will host a little later today at 11. Another blended finance launch and a new collaboration that the US and the Nordic countries is engaging on, also to work on blended finance and combining public and private funding. It's called the Investment Mobilization Collaboration Arrangement, IMCA, another one, and we're launching that at 11 a.m. At thematic stage 4 here in the Blue Zone. So it goes to show that today we are really moving on financing, on blended capital, and hopefully, and just to end there, those of you who are listening into the negotiations and the global stock take is the main decision we need to take, and Denmark is facilitating that conversation at the political level with South Africa. The means of implementation, the question of finance, is the most divisive and difficult one, but I think by showing in practical terms with examples like this one how we can actually move finance, we're also showing and hopefully paving the way for a good outcome of the global stock take, including the financing part. Thank you very much for your attention.
I now invite everyone to turn their attention to the screen for virtual remarks from Jochen Flassbach, the State Secretary of the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development.
Climate change is serious, and so is the need for climate financing. We need climate financing from all possible sources to keep the 1.5-degree goal within reach and to triple the installed renewable energy capacity by 2030. As one instrument, Germany has designed the Asia Climate Fund. Its goal is to provide capital to companies in various emerging economies in Asia for investments much needed in a global energy transition towards sustainable, modern and green forms of energy. This will spread green technologies across the region and support the green transformation of domestic industries. Investments from the ACF will serve as a good example and promote viable business cases for adopting clean technologies around Asia. Small and medium enterprises are important agents of change, with splendid transformative ideas but often limited access to finance. The ACF will contribute to close this gap. Germany has committed a total of 58 million euros to the necessary risk capital of the ACF in 2022 and 2023 and equipped the fund with additional means for a technical assistance facility. To achieve maximum impact, the fund needs scaling up. Therefore, I'm delighted about the investments announced today by the US and Denmark to the fund's first loss tranche, and I hope others will follow their example. However, public capital alone won't be sufficient. Without mobilizing private capital, ambitious climate goals are not reachable. Hence, I welcome the substantial funding by our Dutch friends from FMO, as well as the first closing with private investors. This resonates extremely well with our own priorities, the mobilization of private capital for the achievement of the SDGs and the Paris Agreement. Only if we join hands and manage to redirect all capital from fossil fuel to renewable energies, we can make the necessary transition as just, smooth and sustainable as possible. Thank you very much for your attention.
We now invite our panelists onto the stage, and to moderate the upcoming discussion, I'd love to introduce Julia Christensen, the Senior Advisor for Climate Finance in the Office of the U.S. Special Presidential Envoy for Climate.
Oh yeah, good to see you.
appreciated all of them.